All right, I am going to be doing a replay analysis for Omni Bandi. He reached out to me via Discord and he says, saw your post on the Discord and I wanted to see what you think of this replay. I was wondering if you could take a look at this replay where I was 1409 MMR and I lost. And if you can give me some pointers on what to focus on, like stretch training and game sense wise, to break through GC, that would be grateful. He said he was 1 to 2 games from GC almost all of season 3, and he's about 1400 MMR. So he is in a team with this guy Ares, and I have actually Baka's mod enabled with the anonymizer features, so we can't see the other two teammates, but you can both see it there. Season 3 Grand Champs, and the score will always be 0 in the leaderboards, but we won't be taking a look at that a whole lot. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, I like the flip here, but I think you're landing a little too far ahead of the ball, or too far pushed up in the field when you're trying to cheat up on this kickoff. I think you should be flipping into this boost. You should be flipping and landing like right here. You should be flipping now, so that way by the time you actually get the boost, you should be halfway done with your flip. Because now if you hit right here, you have less of a reaction time and less run up to actually cheat up on the kickoff. So just be careful of that. And I think being a little bit more decisive here about either going or not, still going for it or not. Yeah, I suppose you went back for boost. That's fine. All right, so now here, actually, you can get a pretty decent shot. Although Storm, I think he is facing the play, so you can technically shoot this. If you can hit this, if you jump up, ideally you would actually hit this with the front right side of your car on the corner. And you'd actually hit this on the underside of the ball, you could actually get a pretty decent shot on net without even hitting the ground. But again, that's about how confident you are in your shooting practices here, your shooting drills. So, like the fact that you catch it though, you're not taking yourself out of the play. I find it kind of unfortunate that you're not grabbing this boost here. I would basically flip right now. I would flip to the left. Barrel roll to the left. It actually will, you're going you're going forwards, right? So you're actually gonna grab this mid boost, and then you can kind of play off of this guy here. Even if he gets it past you, you're still applying pressure without, because you really don't want this guy here to grab this mid boost. So you can still apply pressure, and if you want to go at the ball again, you can, or you can just turn back and go, rotate back behind your teammate if need be. So I think that's probably the best idea here, because now, even though you make a challenge, you're using a lot of your boost here for this anyways. And even if you do win this, the chance that you actually are able to get a follow-up and score is pretty slim. So I think if you should prioritize applying pressure here, but just by grabbing this boost pad is number one. Because then you can make a decision to go for it or go back, like I just said. So those are probably the 1 to 3 steps that I would take there. Okay, at this point, you know that your teammate is going up for this, so I like the fact that you go center here. I would say, if anything, you should probably be pushing more center to this boost pad that was just over here. That way, if he goes to catch it, you can actually make a contest if you want, but you have to remember that your teammate is now just landing on this, so don't try to push up too much unless you know that this guy either whiffs it or has a bad touch or whatever. If you want to surprise him this early in challenge, it's not always a bad thing, but you got to remember that this guy is still up, so try not to take yourself out of the play. So I think if you do one of these, you should actually be able to shadow and turn around with more center with the play, because as of right now, you're not even really a threat at all. Ooh, yep. Okay, so yeah, I think had you actually gone more center earlier, you could have been in a better spot, because you would be over here as you're rotating back. You would be more underneath the ball now when this guy shoots it. So, yeah, this is actually still savable. Yep, just not expecting a shot or just having bad reaction time or something like that. But yeah, I think had you been a little bit more center, that might have been the difference there. Okay, yeah, you're just giving away the ball. There's no way from this position right here that you are scoring. It's very, very low percentage. So if anything, I don't mind you hitting this ball, but instead you might want to hit this across field. So that way your teammate, because he's open at this point. So even if you do your little turn here, then jump and flip into it. I don't want you hitting the underside of this ball like you do to kind of chip it up in the air. I want you to actually do one of these, do your little turn, then jump and hit the middle of the ball, and then roll it along the ground to your teammate this way. That way he can get a shot on net, and you can actually just drop back and pick up pads if you need to. That would be a more efficient play. You're just getting rid of ball possession for no reason. Because now that you have 0 boost, you just committed. Now you are 2/3 of the way in their field, and you have no boost. Like, you're really pushed up now. So imagine if they got another, like if Khan here was actually over here, then this guy would be passing to him, and they would basically get another turnaround, and you'd be leaving your teammate alone. But now, because you got rid of your now you got rid of ball possession. Now you guys are screwed. You're literally 2/3 almost in their net, almost in their goalie box there, and with 0 boost, and you're still dropping back. Now you're leaving your teammate in a bad spot. All right, so this rotation, don't mind this necessarily. I like your boost pads. I like how you picked up the pads here, but you should really the play is going on this side of the field, right? So if your teammate catches this ball and turns around and starts coming up this way, you guys do not want to be crossing paths like this. What if he wants to cut back mid? Then you guys have a big collision right here. There's a whole lot of things that can go wrong when you're rotating ball side like this. So honestly, I would literally just, I don't mind you going on this outside, but just keep going on the inside and take, I would say maybe go more towards mid. Actually, yeah, I kind of do mind you going on the outside here. I would actually just take this pad, take this one, and then go down the mid pads, and then turn around in net. That'd probably be better here. Just stay out of your teammate's way. Just make it easy for him. Because now, if you look at his perspective, now it looked like you were actually driving back. Especially if you took this boost pad, now you would be here. Now he can't really, even if he goes for that, then you're in an awkward spot. So I like the fact that you stay out of his way here. So that's kind of the main point that I'm talking about, is just stay out of your teammate's way. Because now, if you're dropping back like this, he doesn't know if you're going to challenge and try to cut in at any point. It makes it awkward for him to know when to go. So again, had you picked up that boost pad here, this boost pad, this one, and this one, you could have had more boost. You could have came back into net. And actually, I would say you're leaving too much space here, right? This distance here is too much. So not only can they still slot it in between you, but if you look from a different angle, the whole net is actually still behind you. So I would say, if anything, you're good about backing up. I will say that. The worst part would be is if you rotate into net here and then you chill right here, right? Because then you not only have this distance where they can still shoot it on target, but then they can actually still shoot it behind you. So again, even if you're sitting on the goal line right here or pushed out, the whole net is actually still behind you to score on. So try not to push out like that. I like the fact that you back up. So that's a good correction there. See, now you can come forward. So whereas if you were pushed out like right here, it would be a little awkward. They could still shoot it, top 90. So good job on waiting there. Good patience. I like that you don't flip into that. That's really good because now you can follow it up again. Just keep going for 50s. I'd say, if anything, stay behind the ball. The fact that you catch it. Yeah, just a glitch that the boost was there. But now, if anything, don't catch this ball on the underside of it. You see how your front wheel is actually going to be on the underside of the circle here. I would actually stay behind it, like on the wall, and stay behind it for a better 50-50. With here, you're just asking to get dunked. So, yeah. And okay, here's one of the things where now you're challenging this ball, and that's what I said earlier. You're technically rotating out. It looked like you should have just rotated out and stayed out of your teammate's way. That way he can go for it. Because look, he has a much better view than you do. Let's watch this from your teammate's perspective. Okay, he's got boost. Okay, now look, Jupiter or Junker is now off of this ball. Your teammate can now come in with boost and make a play on this ball. But instead, you're challenging, so now he's awkward as hell, and you guys are in the same spot. So now, technically, if Junker turns around and gets this, you guys are really close to each other. So all they have to do is just boom it past you, and they get it past both of you. So that's a situation where you just want to get back. And it's super awkward for your teammate. So look at this. Now he's got to get close. Now he's got to wait and see where he's going to go. And now look, again, you guys are stacked on top of each other, and it didn't need to be like this. You guys are way too close. So yes, just stay behind it right where you are. Just stop right here. And then keep driving, obviously keep driving with it, but get behind the ball. Then drop back. Again, you have 0 boost, so just go for a low 50 if you can. Like, even if you get it over them, the second guy is still back, so he's going to clear it past you anyways. It's not like you're doing a whole lot here anyways. So just go for a better 50. And look at this. Now your teammate wants to follow up on this ball, and look at, you're literally driving in his way and you backflip. Like, you're almost dunking your own teammate. So just get out of the play. You don't need to be there. Okay, a lot of boost usage. You're at 100. Just wait. You don't need to be upfield this fast. If anything, I would say if you do feel like flipping, flip over boost pads, right? So at this point, you have a couple options. You can keep going, pick up this pad. You can pick up this far one if you need to, or you can pick up this pad and then go up midfield and pick up this one. Or you can actually pick up this one and this one. You know what I mean? Just creep up, but you can flip through these, and you can flip to this boost pad. If you flip here, you can land on the boost pad and still have 100, have a little bit more progression forward. But you don't need to be clearing this for no reason. Like, if you're jumping now and you're boosting through here and you land in midfield, well, then what if they get another banger on net and then it's over you because you're flipping at the wrong time? So just slow down. Don't be afraid to slow down your play here, like when you have the space, because now you're at 60 boost. Now you have to drop back with 60 boost, whereas you had 100. So yes, and your teammate literally just saved you from getting almost scored on, because I bet you that would have pinched close to your net if you watch that. Let's watch it. Yep, they're in a perfect spot to just pinch this straight your way, and you just wasted 40 boost, and your teammate just saved you. All right, more boost usage. If anything, okay, I guess that was fine. There you go. I was gonna say your other option is to actually catch this, like on this side of the ball and push it to the corner. That would be one option. I kind of like the fact that you're challenging that, you know, you're going behind it as well. Those are kind of your two options, you know, kind of turn just straight upfield. If anything, you know that they're pushing up. So if they keep pushing up, you can actually get this to the corner and go around, because if you still had 100 boost or similarly to it, or higher boost, you could basically hit this to your corner, grab the corner, and then go around and get it past them. So I think challenging here is a little risky, because if this guy challenges you, there's a chance that if this guy challenges, that he actually just slides this past you and it goes into your net or behind you, right? It's pretty dangerous. So if anything, maybe single jump, but I can see why you'd go for a cut here. But just recognize that this can be dangerous, because if you're catching this on here and he makes a good head-on challenge, you're right here, right? So he can just push this past you. So that's why I said it's a little dangerous here, but I can see why you do it. The other option, like I said, is just push it to the corner. Yeah, your ball control is a little iffy here. So you caught it. Now you got to go on the side. Now your job is to just keep turning right. Just turn like this. Kind of do it smooth if you can. Keep those constant touches and push it away from this guy. Go midfield. But the fact that you actually turn and you stop, and you just stop right here at this angle trying to go towards net, that's what gets you demoed. If you actually went across the field, you'd force him to chase a little bit more, and you'd open up the field a lot more, because then from here you can shoot anywhere. Whereas from here, you just literally have like 5 degrees, right? You have this little bit of angle versus the whole field to shoot. So if anything, just keep turning to the right. Because yeah, you can see you stop. You can still push it on the front of your car, but Yeah, ball control could have been better there. Now look, again. You pick up 100. Good. Okay, from here, you can flip now. You can do a speed flip. You can pick up this pad, pick up this one, then drop back if you need to. Or pick up this pad, and go up and pick up the other corner pads if you want. Or literally do the same and go up midfield and then turn right and go up midfield. So you have more options from here. But there's no need to use this much boost. Especially if you're not picking up mid boosts. So I like that. The fact that you picked up those boost pads. It would be terrible if you didn't. So the thing that's saving you here. Okay. This is one of those scenarios. I don't know if you're in comms with your teammate or not. I would maybe, I don't know if you're calling this, but you should 100% be calling this if you're going for it. Because now look at your teammate. Look at his perspective. Now he can't challenge you because you're jumping. And you actually just fake challenged it. So what the hell is the point? Now you're making it awkward for him. So like either go up for it or don't. You're really screwing your teammate over because now this has been multiple times now that you can challenge this, but you just fake challenged it and you're making it awkward for him. Yeah, it wasn't that bad because they landed there, but like at least then if you jump and you jump and you go up for this ball, that way he knows he can still drop back. It makes it easy for him. It tells him to go farther back to the net. But the fact that you go up like this and then you fake challenge, now he's questioning, okay, well, can I still challenge the ball or do I still have to go back? So that's why it's awkward. Because now if you're not going, if you go, then he knows he has to wait. Where if you fake challenge, then it's like, then he still has to make the decision of still to go or not. You know what I mean? So that's totally awkward there. It should not be like that. Okay, yeah, you should be grabbing that boost. In fact, I would say you can actually leave this ball if you want. He's already going this way as he's hitting the ball this way. So if anything, you can just turn back and grab your corner boost. That is an option. If you wanted to follow this, grab this boost here. That has been the second time now that I think you should have grabbed this mid boost and you haven't. Because now you get bumped off the play because the other guy was going for the boost. Just better pathing. Okay. I know you guys are down, so you want to score. But look, by the time you get this, I'm really glad that your teammate actually has good landings and good recoveries because now he can just drop back right away. If he didn't, if he was landing right here on the backboard, that would be crazy to go for this because now, then if you hit this hard off the backboard and it goes out center, then he's still rotating down. It would be very easy for you guys to get scored on. So I'm not sure how confident you are in your offense, but this should be a goal. If you're confident for this, then yeah, fine, go for it. But this should be a goal. Okay, I'm glad you didn't go for this. I was half expecting you to go for this ball again. Because look at this. Now your teammate, at this point, again, we're in the same scenario where he can turn and go for it. So now if you start turning again, that's what I was expecting you to do. Now he can't go for it and he just has to drop back. So if you just make the decision for him and you just say, okay, I'm getting out. Or if you go, then he knows he has to drop back, right? So I like the fact that you just get out of the play so that way he knows he can go in for it. So that's fine. That's better decision making there. But I'm happy you didn't go for it because that'd be very unlikely that you do score that in that scenario. All right, so let's see this kickoff. Okay, not bad. Let's see it from your teammate's perspective. Okay. Yep, not bad. He had a late challenge there. You can see, look at this. You can see how flat-footed he is. Look how high up the ball is. If you notice, like, the faster you go, like, the less height you get, right? So even though he jumps from the ground here, he actually only gets, like, this much height, right? Only this much. Well, if he had jumped, and then if you add the length of your car to this and swerve this up, now look. He's actually kind of at the height of the ball, sorry. So what he should be doing is jumping, like, here, but jump and tilt his car back. So that way the nose of his car is like right here. Now you can see at this point, now he has a challenge on the ball. Whereas now, since he's just jumping, he's staying flat-footed. He's staying below the ball, and this guy who has already jumped before, he's meeting the height of the ball. You can see he's driving his car through it this way. So, of course, he gets dunked. That's what I see a lot of people do as far as their challenges go. They jump at the ball, but they think their jump gets a lot of height. It doesn't. You're only this low to the ground. You have to add the length of your car. But now you're at the height of the ball. And watch from this guy's perspective. See how early he jumps there to meet the height? Look at this. He's already jumping and already tilting his car back. It doesn't have to be a lot, right? Because he's trying to get a good shot on net. But look at, he's already higher than you. He doesn't even have to tilt his car back. The fact that he jumped so early allows him to just get higher than you anyways. So if he actually tilted his car back, that would pretty much be a more clean dunk on his side. So you're lucky you didn't really get scored on because of this. All right, I like your catch. You went down mid. Now you've got a lot of possession play. And you do what I do in twos. Get rid of the ball too much. You're in a good spot. You got 100. You got 70 boost. Just keep going. This guy's shadowing. You don't need to get rid of the ball too much. Now look it. He's got all the space in the world to save it. So, yeah. Don't need to do that. If you play more ones, you'll realize, like Luke told me, if you watch my own replay analysis, or that Luke did for me for my own coaching session, he said the same thing. Like, you have to recognize that you have ball possession here, and you don't need to get rid of the ball. Also, I'm not sure what kind of flick this is, because you're going off to the left here. It's fine to get a flick here if you know how to do it, but you basically have to turn your car around, so that way you're getting it along the back side of your car, so that you can flick it. It's more of a 180 flick at that point. The fact that you do like a 45-degree flick, of course, puts it this way. So, yeah, you don't need to do that. In fact, I would prefer if you did a front foot flick here to at least get the height over the guy. Because now, this guy, Storm, not even on target. And he unfortunately got a really bad double tap to put it back center. So yeah, even when you have the ball and you have the space, you didn't do anything with it. Okay, so now this is another scenario where, yet again, you challenge on something. And, okay, your teammate is farther back. But watch this. See how awkward it is? Okay, he's farther back. He's still waiting. Okay, I guess it's fine here. I didn't realize how far back he was. He's doing a good job. Yeah, he shouldn't have jumped up for that, but nice boost grab by him. I like that. Okay, so again, here's the thing about shooting. Look at this. Even when you jump, look at this. You're flat-footed again. You're not angling your car up whatsoever. Now, by the time you flip, this is perfect. Because by the time you flip, you're not even hitting it with the front of your car a whole lot. All right, let's watch this. Look it, you're hitting this with the front of your, or the top of your car. Look at it. So there we go. You should be hitting this with the front, and you should be hitting it right here. You can get this straight into that top corner if you want. It's just a matter of being able to do it, right? So, yeah, just bad shooting, I'd say, here too. Again, not matching the height. You're just flipping into it. Well, I'm sorry to say, just flipping into the ball doesn't cut it anymore. Again, you should be hitting this with the front right of your car. You should be air rolling to the left. Then you should be hitting this ball right here on the underside of your car. You can still get this top corner. But because you think that flipping is good enough, it just kills it. And now you're, again, you're rotating. You tried to steal his boost, which was fine. But okay, either now go up the wall and try to get the hell out of the play, or grab his boost and go back center. Because now, look, yet again, your teammate is trying to push up, and you're rotating out in the same direction. So that has now come up 3 different times in this game. Is bad rotation. Sometimes it will happen, but I just want to say it should not happen this frequently. Okay, Again, I think you're challenging. This has now been plenty of times now that you have tried to challenge this ball. I'm going to go to this view here, okay? If you look from your perspective, the ball is above you, right? Your view is only this much, right? You might be able to see this guy just because of the camera view, but your view is only this much. So especially if you try to turn this on this, look at, what are you going to do at this point? You're just going to magically get a shot on net? No. You're turning and you're trying to just get a little cut on this ball or trying to catch it and go this way, right? Well, guess what? They're both there. So get the hell out of this play. You don't need to be here. If anything, I don't mind you staying underneath the ball, but you should call your teammate to be like, hey, go for this. Because now if they think you're going to catch it, they might wait a little bit for this ball to drop. Then what you can do is have your teammate challenge early and challenge in the air so that way he can knock it out of the air, right? Rather than waiting to catch. And then in the meantime, you drop back. That would be one strategy. But the fact that you keep trying to get these little cuts, you did it in the midfield earlier when the ball was out in mid, and you tried to turn here. And you've done it a couple times in this corner as well, where you try to just get these little touches and you try to get around the ball. It hasn't worked yet, and I'm guessing it's not going to work now. Because yes, now look, you hit it back to your side, which is fine. But now look, your teammate can't push up either. And you're just making it awkward for him. Now what? You just gave up the ball. You got demoed. Now he's in net with 100 boost. Now you left him in a 1v1. Now he got beat. That should be a goal right now. That should be 2-1 now. So the fact that you guys didn't get scored on is great because they're bad, but you should be getting scored on. You should be punished for that. I like the catch. I think you should be catching this right here. If you catch it on this side, you can actually bring this out left, and you'll be able to get a play. But the fact that you bring it up the corner is kind of more risky because now this guy can challenge it more easily if you bring it to the corner. So I would just watch out for that. Now the fact that you got in the corner, ooh, yeah, okay. I don't know what the hell that guy was thinking. Let's watch it. Yeah, if he just decided to challenge you, dude, there's no way that he can't get this ball. This is a bad spot to hit this. I like the fact that you're patient because, yeah, if this guy just went for this, there's a good chance he's winning this. All right, let's watch it from his perspective. Yeah, see, he even thought you were going mid. You know why he thought you were going mid? Because that's the smarter play to go. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, you should be stealing his boost and then get the hell out of the play. Okay, I like the fact that you could have gone mid and dropped out this way, but I like the fact that you went up the wall. That's good. See how you're staying out of the way so your teammate can go. Had you turned around and just gone this way, man, that would have been the 4th or 5th time now that you guys would have basically almost collided. So I like the fact that you went on the wall. That was good because now you're out of the way. And your teammate knows that he can go. Look at how much easier that is for him to go. And he got a good shot. Nicely done. Okay, yeah, your kickoffs need a little work. Ideally, you would drive towards the left boost here. You'd flip like right here. And you would flip to the right. Because if you're going this way off center, if you flip to the right, just do a barrel roll, you will propel your car this way towards the path of the ball. But instead, what you did is you faced left, turned your car to the right, then flipped left. It technically still works, but just think about how much cleaner it is when you can just go like this. So you can see those little movements going zigzags. Yes, it works and it gets you there, but like you're really wobbly now, and you can even see that because you went left, turned your car to the right, flipped left. Now you're gonna land like right here on the left side of the ball, and you still have to correct back center. So just cut out all the bullshit. Just go left and then flip right to stay along the center field. Grab the left boost. Yep, close. not going to win it every time, but that's good. I like the wave dash. That's good. Your teammate needed that, but he got scored on. Let's watch from his perspective. This is kind of why I don't like cheating on kickoffs, if I'm being honest with you. Yep. Okay, yeah, he should have grabbed that 100. That was awkward. Yep. The second he realizes he does not have this ball, he can still go for it, but now he should just leave ball cam off and just make sure he grabs the boost. Now you can grab the boost, or now you can turn ball cam on, but it's like, yeah, that was super awkward. See how now because he missed it, he had to go out of his way. Whereas before, he could afford, he could have just kept ball cam off and just gone for the boost. But because he didn't, he had to go out of his way and got scored on. Okay, this is a terrible kickoff. One, you should be flipping here before you get the boost and do a speed flip so you can get here and land on the outer circle of the ball. And then he should be jumping and hitting the middle of the ball and flipping to the right here. So that way your car also goes to the right and you go along the same side with the ball. Same side of the field with the ball. But because he didn't, he gets beat. Now look, he's way too slow. And the fact that he's landing here and he's trying to flip without even touching the ball. Of course, the whole side of this field is actually open now. So I'm not surprised that this happened. And he basically got beat. Okay, good patience. Grab the mid. There you go. Watch out for the demo. Yep, there you go. Good catch. I think you could have gone more across the field if you wanted. So I know that that guy's there, but he's not really going to be able to turn and do a U-turn like as quickly as you think. He might be able to challenge you, but I would literally just try to catch it like right here on the circle and bring it more midfield because the other guy is here. So if you turn and bring it this way, you're asking to get challenged a little earlier. So just watch out for that because now watch. Yeah, that's exactly what you did. Now they turn. Also, the catch was way too hard. You could have caught that on the side of your car and gotten a much better hit where you could follow. That's a good challenge. Again, you should grab their boost. You have the same problem that I do. Is, yes, you can challenge here and flip through the ball and grab their boost. Now you think you're going for an aerial and you let them grab boost. Now you got 20. Okay, you did a decent job of recovering there. Please grab that mid. Yep. Nice job. Okay, don't be going for this. Holy cow. This is you have this insane problem of trying to go for shit. The fact that you're here already puts pressure on this guy, right? You don't need to go. If he starts dribbling, then yes, maybe turn, right? Because then you have quite a bit of space here. But the second this goes up in the air, just get the hell out and let your teammate go for it, because then by the time you rotate back, hopefully you can get the save. That's the play. So I'm going to say that one more time. So if he dribbles on the ground, then yes, you can cut in. Go for the surprise, right? The second this goes in the air, you drop back all the way to corner, all the way to net, and then your teammate can push up for this ball. But again, now because you are going for it, and you're challenging again, and I bet you jump in for this. I bet if you commit all the way, your teammate, now he does not know what to do. I bet you he can't challenge. Let's watch. Yeah. Look it. Your teammate doesn't know what the hell to do. You're making it super awkward for him. Look it. He doesn't know what the hell's going to happen. He doesn't know if you're going to hit it or not. And look. Okay, not only are you up, this guy's up. He doesn't know which one of you is going to hit the ball. This guy is also here. So he doesn't know if he's going to hit the ball, because he could go for this ball at any point, any time too now, in addition to you guys being able to go for the ball. So it's super awkward. This has been multiple times where you're cutting back and trying to get these little cuts when you should just be rotating back and let him push out. Because then even if he misses it, then they force it into one specific area of the net where you can save it. So, yeah, it's super awkward. Let's watch it. I want to kind of see if this guy got the jump reset or not. Yeah. You jumping, he does not give a flying fuck about what you're doing. He's just doing what he's doing. So, yeah, no reason to go for that whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, your teammate is... Now you can see the problem here. Your teammate's dribbling right at them. Instead, you should get the ones mindset. Okay. I like this. Should be dribbling. Okay, you see him. Why not bring it across the field this way? Keep him in your vision, right? If you keep the ball going this way, you can still see Goose the whole play. Then you can cut in and flick it whenever you want. But now, because he's dribbling it straight at him, he doesn't know when he's going to go. So that's the biggest problem here. Now look it. You don't know when he's challenging. All you know is that other guy's dropping back. So, yeah. I would just maybe slow down here, to be honest with you. You can actually drop back, just chill here. Just wait. Because, yeah, this guy, he's already kind of panicking. If he does get this by you, that's pretty dangerous, and then the Armstrong can follow up and score it. But, yeah, I think if you just slow down just a little bit, you can read the ball a little bit better. Because now you're not getting the touch that you really want here. Right? Because now you just give up ball possession anyways, and they should have scored off of that. Honestly. Holy. Dude, that was totally set up for them to score. Suppose that's champ for you. Wow. Yeah, that guy didn't. He needs more reading glasses. Okay, now you can see the difference. You see how you went mid, and you can see both of them at the same time. That's good. Okay, now you can flick. There you go. That's the difference. I'm going to say, please don't jump up for that. You got their boost. I like the flip. There you go. Now you have momentum, and you can go for this. Okay, you should have been able to go for it. Okay, you did a little bit better. Okay, how many times has this fucking happened now? This entire game. Okay. You pressure. I think you pressure a little too much. Okay. Just sit here. Okay, now just immediately drop back. Just turn around. They are already being pressured by you being here. You don't need to literally go up underneath this ball. Because then even if they do beat you, it probably will just pinch out, right? So, yeah. Yeah, they just got rid of the ball. Just because you're there already. I think you drop back a little quicker. But now look again. You pick up this boost. You're going in the same direction as your teammate. Now he wants to take it this way. This has happened so many times now. Either pick up this pad or literally just save it for your teammate and pick up pads back and drop back to net. That would probably be the best play. So, yeah. I like the fact that you tried to go on the wall and stay out of his way because now he can bring it on the wall or on the ground. But it's, again, super awkward for him. And you guys have almost collided a couple times now because of it. Yeah, see, you had to boost up the wall just to stay out of his way. You're in a good spot. Yeah, please don't go for that. There you go. Again, see, you're pushing up a little too much. Okay, drive up right here and just chill and turn around right now. The fact that you're pressuring up. Now look, you're driving off to the side. Like, your net is not from here to here. Now you have to drop back all this way. And this entire time is totally wasted. Whereas if you had just done one of these, that'd be much better. Okay, yep. I'm kind of glad you got scored on because of this. Because yes, you're challenging again when you shouldn't be. This has happened so many times where you're staying with the play so many times where you're trying to get these little cuts and you're trying to beat them. But you have literally almost gotten scored on multiple times now because you've tried to get these little touches. Just drop back and let your teammate hit the ball. Right? The fact that you're driving along with this play, with this guy, is already pressure enough. Just pick up pads along the back, let your teammate go. If this was still on the ground, then okay, maybe try to get around it and try to get, try to push the ball this way, across the net. But the fact that this goes up into the air and you're not behind the ball, right? You're not right here. You should be right here in order to challenge this. The fact that you're still on the side of it, the whole net is still open. So I'm kind of glad you got scored on because you haven't been punished at all because of this yet. So, yes. It's a decent kickoff. I think on this one I don't really save a whole lot of boost either. Okay, so something weird. Look, see how you turn left? Because you're not in line with the boost, right? So you're in line with the boost. Then you actually turn left here, then go right, and then flip to the left. There's that little tiny like little turn here. Then you turn to the right and then zigzag. It's like, I don't know if that's habit for you or not, but that was kind of more exaggerated on this other kickoff where you're doing this up to the kickoff. You're already facing off to the side. If anything, just turn to the right and jump right here and do a corner flip or a side flip or speed flip, right? Look how much simpler that looks rather than something like this where you turn right, flip, then you flip left, then you have to cut back in. See how much simpler that looks? See, now you turn left, turn right, flip left. Now watch, you try to turn right again. Right here, as you push it right. So you're already kind of set up for it. You don't need to have all those like little movements. It's very tiny, right? So in the end, it's not going to matter that much. But I would say if you can help it, try to clean those up a little bit. Okay, good read. Okay, yeah. See how you flip now? Now you have 100 boost still, where you can make a decision. Okay, this guy might have a shot on net. Now I gotta drop back. Okay, wait, he's whiffing. Okay, now I can go. Oh, wait, no, I can't. I'm gonna break. The big thing here is that you backed up. Because now, if you pushed up, this would be terrible. Because if you pushed up here, then he just shot it straight. You would actually have to turn around to make a save, which would be super awkward. So I'm gonna show you from a different angle. This is actually really good that you backed up here. Because yes, okay, let's say the ball is here, right? Say the ball is here. If you kept pushing up to right here, then if he shoots top right, you actually have to turn around to make the save, which makes it super awkward. So the fact that you actually shoot this or you back up is really good. Let me see. Ball, none. Okay. So yes. You see how now you're still covering the entire net that's either on straight above you or in front of you. So that's really good. Now you're able to make a better decision. Okay, yeah, I think you should probably recognize like that it was going back a little farther. Yeah, your recovery landing not that great. I don't know why you're tilting your car out. Yeah, you should be basically hitting this ball here. You already have your wheels facing the wall. Just land on the wall. I don't know why you're trying to follow after the ball on the wall there. Okay. I know it didn't seem like that great, but I like the fact that you didn't just flick this over him. You could have, because now you can't see. So you try to bring it across the field. But you don't need to flip into this just yet. The fact that you flip, you're giving rid of ball possession. If you just keep driving into it right here, just keep driving. He's not challenging you yet, right? There's a lot of space here that he has to still challenge you. So if you flip into this, you're just getting rid of the ball. And that's where he challenges. So it just goes this way. So the fact that you flip here makes it bad. And you're flipping into it too early. If anything, just stay behind the ball. If you actually come up behind it like this way, then rather than on the side, it would actually be a better 50. You might actually be able to get a bounce off the wall or something like that. You know what I mean? Because if you're coming in from the side, look at how much, look at the net is actually still probably pretty in view. Yeah, see? This guy, if he's even any quicker, this is actually in your net. So you have to kind of stay behind this ball. And I think your teammate probably wanted to go for that too. Let's watch. Okay, so you got the save. He's in net. He does not need to be pushing out this far yet. See how he's pushing out where he can't really see where the other guy is. Had he been staying here for just an extra second, he would know now there's nobody on this side of the field. Now you can push up, right? Because then as you push up, now you can see the whole field. But because he didn't know what the hell was going on. Now he's got to double back. Now he's got to pick up that info. Okay, now he knows where the play is going. Whereas had he just done that previously, he would know that he can push up like right here. Right? But now because you're giving rid of the ball, it's super awkward. You guys are in pretty much the same spot for this. Or I'd say pretty close. Because, yeah, look at how close he gets to this ball. Okay? He's trying to pass it or something like that, but this is open. Now look at you guys are crossing paths yet again. It doesn't need to be like that. Now, look at you're hanging around for way too long. Either go up the wall and get this ball, or pick up the pads, bring the ball back, pick up the boost, bring the ball back to your corner or something like that. Then he can go back to net, keep ball possession. I would say that's probably the play. You get the boost, go up the wall, hit the ball back. Then he drops back to net and takes the ball and then pushes it out. So that's the play. But because you actually, I think you stole this boost, went up the wall, then dropped back this way. Now look, he's trying to come up. This has now been multiple times now that you guys have crossed paths on your way out. Look at, you go up the wall. Why are you going up the wall? Now he can't go. He's got to kind of wait and see where you're putting yourself in an awkward spot. Because now look, if he gets beat, again, this is an open net. If this guy gets a touch, this is an open net because you're not back. You should be back, if anything. Or you should be keeping ball possession, right? If he goes for this, you should be back now. All right. Okay. Again, this is a scenario. Okay, now the ball is past you. They hit it out. I would take off ball cam, turn car cam on, see where your teammate is at. If you don't see him in this vicinity, then go for it. You're making decisions now. Look. You guys are going for the same freaking play. You guys are going across. Not that he's going for the ball, but I bet you he could have gone for that too. Look. Yeah, he could follow that. Okay, now the fact that you're going, he can't push up. Now he's got to be awkward and back you up. Now you get demoed yet again, and he has to come in for a better play. And you guys have 17 seconds, so he should be just keeping ball possession at this point. So that's fine. You see how he's dropping back as quick as he can. He got all the pads along the way. That was the cleanest rotation I've seen this entire game, and it's basically game over. Now look, he's got all the time he needs to make a challenge. He's got all the info. He knows where it's going, okay? The ball is there. We got one guy on the ball. You're on the ball as well. He's waiting to see. He's in a good spot for rotation. The other guy can't hit near post, and it's probably not going to go past him. Now he can get a line up and go for a clear or something like that. He's got all the info. Let's compare that. Okay, again, you're using all this boost. You use 30 boost. I like you. Okay, you're the only thing that's saving you is you're picking up these little pads, but just flip more. Okay, you're blocking the net. That's fine. Honestly, this would be one of the rare opportunities where as you pick up this pad, you could actually turn around to make a challenge like this. Because it's going into your corner. There's no like immediate threat here. So that's what I would do. I would just go like this, turn around and make a play. If you're really good, you would actually know how to catch this ball and go up the corner with it and go around. Because as this comes up here, you would be able to catch it and go like that. So I'll put like 4 little circles here for your car. You get the idea. And I'm going to bet that, yeah, this little jump here, see how you're awkward now? You're backwards. Like, why? You're attacking this ball. You're basically, and you even jumped. You committed to the play. You literally just said, here, I'm up by a goal. Have the ball. Here it is on a silver platter. Here you go. Why? That is the worst decision you could have made there. Now your teammate bailed you out. Yeah. So I think overall, probably a lot of work on rotations, right? And a lot of the challenges of just having trust in your teammates and calling out and going, okay, I'm dropping out, you go. Or I'm still dropping back, be careful, go for a fake challenge, don't commit, that kind of thing. And then I'm going to actually go into free play real quick on an exercise that you guys can work on as far as being able to hit the ball with power. If you guys go into free play and reset it to the middle every time, if you press down on your D-pad, it will toss the ball to you. So the thing to note here is if you get the ball and you press down on your D-pad, you jump and you try to get underneath the ball, right? You jump, tilt back, and front flip to meet the height of the ball. You can get power shots like that, right? See how I hit it with the corner? Now I'm getting the power. I'm trying to keep the height on it. Something like that. Boom. Almost in. You guys get the idea, right? See how I delay my flip? That's much better. That's the same thing you do for backboard reads like that. You see how I jump, wait, and I use my flip when I hit the ball. Same thing here too. Jump, get the height, meet the ball, and then flip into it. That's the difference between the champ and GC level shooting, is being able to shoot like that. So all I'm doing is just keeping the ball in the middle of the field, pressing down on your D-pad. Then you can go anywhere you want. So again, you can come up from the side, try to get it with the corner, and try to shoot it in net like that. You can see how powerful that is. 70 miles an hour, that's really fast. I'm not even sure what that is in kph. But you get the idea. So that's one as far as shooting goes. So yeah, I would still work on that. All right, I think that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, put it in the description. I'll see you guys later.